Alright, we're going to work on the old truck. A little noisy out here. They're doing some leaf blowing across the street, but we're going to work on the truck today. It's pretty nice out, and I think we're going to change the wheel bearings on the back here, the axle bearings, because they're starting to growl and make a little noise. So, alright, let me take the wheel off and jack it up, and we'll see what we can do. Alright, I got the wheel off. Now I'm going to pull the brake drum off. Sometimes you have to back off on the adjustment, but we'll see. There we go, that was easy enough. I'm going to take you off the tripod here, so hold on. Whoa, whoa. Whoa! Alright, now what we're going to do is, see this big hole here? If you turn the axle, and it's probably not in neutral, but turn the axle and there's bolts that hold the plate on back there. And we'll have to unbolt them. Alright, let me see about putting this thing in neutral. Alright, putting it in neutral is going to be a little tougher than I thought, considering I got the shifter handle out. Yeah, I took this out, cleaned it up, stripped it down, and painted it turquoise. I was going to paint it black, but you know, I said, you know, make it turquoise. If you don't like it, you can always paint it black later. But the reason I took it out is because I put the carpet in. Plus, I had to put a new thread on here. The one that was on there was all stripped out and messed up, so I had a little dirt bike weld this. It's half of a bolt. And he welded it on there and did a little body work and made it look like it was original, so that'll work out good. But I also bought a nice new shifter ball for it. You know, I thought it would look nice in there instead of this ratty old brown black thing that has a big crack in it right here. Pretty tough finding a shifter with that pattern. I thought it's out there, but everything else is down, to the right and down. Some of them are to the left and down, but very few are there. So, alright, I'm going to have lunch, and then we're going to put this back in the truck. It's not that much to install. You just stick it in, and there's a nut that holds it in. So, alright, we'll see when we get done with that. Alright, we got that all done, and I'm liking it. What do you guys think? You like the white ball shifter on there? I was going to make a piston shifter, but I couldn't find any. I wanted a 2-inch piston or an 1 7/8 piston, and you believe I don't have any? You know, I got 2 1/4 and 2 1/2. I ain't got no 2-inch. 2 1/4 is even too big, so I was looking for 2. But I'll come across one, and then I'll make one and try it out, see what it looks like. But right now I'm liking that, so let me know what you guys think. Alright, let's get back to the wheel. Alright, it looks like about a 3/4 nut. Maybe you can see it back there, but let's see. Alright, looks like it'll fit. Instead of me trying to do this with one hand, I'm going to put you guys down, and we'll take all 4 of them bolts out. Alright, yeah, here's another simple job. It's going to turn into a project. I don't know how well you guys can see it in there. I'll put a light on, but I don't think it'll help. You see that nut there? That nut is rounded off. You know, I tried putting a socket on there, but it's like I say, it's rounded off, and that's a 6-point. I got a 12-point impact here, but it doesn't fit in the hole, just barely. You know, I think I could probably force it in. But I think what I'm going to do is just wire that hole out a little bit with the die grinder, and then see if I could hit this socket on there, and hopefully it'll come off. If not, man, then we got a real project ahead of us. Then we're going to take everything apart here and see if we can bang that stud out. So it's never easy. All right, let me see what I can do. All right, let's try and pull that off. Sometimes you can just pull them off. Sometimes you need a slide hammer. beat up here. Looks like it come off the floor. I don't want this to come off. Alright. Alright, we're liking that. Now let's bring it inside. Alright. I think I found out where the noise was coming from. It's a little loose. It's just a retaining bearing, or a retaining ring here, but this bearing's shot. So I'm gonna clean this up. I don't know why there's grease in there, because these bearings use oil, not grease. So I'm gonna clean this all up out here, and then we'll bring it inside. All right. Yeah, we got you in a vise here, and I was looking it over, and we got it cleaned up pretty good. And we got to cut this retaining ring off, and then we should have had to cut this bearing off. You know, you cut it down to like 70–80%, and then sometimes it'll snap by itself and just pop off, and other times you hit it with chisel and it'll crack off. But I'm looking at this, and this bearing here, can you see that in there? That's sliding on the shaft. That shouldn't be doing that. So I don't know. Hopefully that's the bearing and not the shaft that's wore out there, but we'll find out, right? Alrighty. Let's get a cut-off wheel and try to get that one off, the little one. Alright, let's give this a try. Got my safety glasses on. Safety shield. Where you at? See that? UVEX. You need that. Alright. We don't care if we hit the bearing, that's coming off. We just don't want to hit the shaft. This looks like it might take a little while, so I'm going to shut you down for a little bit, and then we'll turn you back on when we get towards the end. Tough to tell how close we are. So let's give it a try. Alright, I'm going to cut it a little more. Apparently we're not close enough. Alright, let's give this another try. I got a different chisel. It's a little wider on the bottom. I think we did it. Let's move it. Looks like I might have touched the shaft just a little bit. So that ain't the end of the world. Alright, let me look at that, see if we're going to have to cut that or if that's going to come out by itself. Alright. I got a couple pry bars, and I don't think we're going to have to cut that off or pry that off or anything, because that's kind of loose. Oh yeah, look at that. Smell the gun. That bitch is coming right off. That's like I said, I hope that's the bearing and not the shaft. Look at that. I think it might be the shaft, because it's here where that retaining ring was. Unless that retaining ring is a little bigger than that. We don't know. We don't know until we try a new bearing on here. You hate to buy new axles for this thing. Alright, let me get all that out of the way and get the new bearing and see what's happening. I think I gotta get a new battery for you guys too. You're looking pretty low. Alright. Yeah, this axle here is bad, so I'm gonna go take the other one off and see if that one's bad, and if it is, then I'll order two of them. If that one's good, then I'll just order one of them, right? Oh well. It's an old truck. Alright. Yeah, this side's looking better already. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but the other one was all beat to death, and this one here almost looks like it might have been replaced at one time. So I got it unbolted, and I'm trying to pull it out. You know, the other one fell out, and this one feels like it's been there pretty tight. So I'm gonna go get a slide hammer to pull it out. That's the way you should have to take them out. Yeah, I got my slide hammer out here. There's other ways of getting this off, like putting the drum on backwards and yanking and stuff, but I got this, might as well use it, right? That look good? I think it'll work. How it works. Try to stay out of your way. Oh! See what's wrong with these threads. It's made in China. I don't know why it doesn't work. Let's see what's wrong here. I lent this slide hammer to Daddy Dirt Bike last week, and he messed up the threads on me. Don't lend your tools there. I don't care who it is. Alright, let me go see if I can fix them threads. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, let's give this a try. There you go. Huh. Oh, wow. Where do you see this bearing? Hopefully the axle's okay, but the bearing's cracked. Alright, let's go inside and look at it. Maybe I'll clean it up a little before I bring it in. Alright. Yeah, check this one out. Good thing I pulled it, so I know. Now I got to replace both sides, because you know, the bearing shot. Seems like it's sitting on the shaft, you know, pretty good. But then if you look at the retaining ring here, they welded it, and you know, that should press on too. So apparently that was loose. You know, you don't know what's going on here. You know, but I don't know why they. You know, that there I could see him trying to do that, but if you look here, you think they would have cleaned up these edges with a file, because this has to go over, and a seal rides on that retainer there, I think. So that's where we're at. So we're at a standstill again. I got to order some axles and then put the bearings on and put it back together. So it's almost Christmas time. I don't know how long that's going to take to ship, and I got to find them first. Oh well. I can't get a break. This truck's killing me. I think I forgot to show you the crack. I told you the bearing was cracked, but I never showed it to you. You turn around here. Look at this crack going all the way around here. How does that happen? How do you crack a bearing like that? I've never seen that before in my life. Alright, I'm here with my buddy Mike. You say Mike?
How you doing?
And we're looking over these axles, and you know, we had a few choices, and Mike says you can, well, this here's the one that was welded on, and this shaft is actually good. And the only part that's messed up is where they tried to weld it, and they didn't weld it complete, but it came off. So this here can be clad welded, and then just cut back and made it perfect again. And this one here, watch your tool there, Mike. Mike was miking it.
Yeah.
And this could actually be clad welded too. And this could be put in a lathe because it has a center point down here. And then, hold that, Mike. And then you got another center point there. So we could actually stick that in a lathe, clad weld that, and bring it back down to where it belongs. And
Right.
I think that would be fine. Good enough for this truck, Mike. But Mike had an excellent suggestion. So as we actually put disc brakes on the front of that. We changed all the mechanisms and everything. So the front of that truck has disc brakes. And Mike said you ought to find a whole axle and switch the whole thing, one with disc brakes. And sure enough, I did a little research, and I think it was like a 98 to a 2004 or something, Mike. And that axle would fit perfect, and it has disc brakes. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix these and use them on a truck. And I seen a guy down in Maryland, Mike. He had about 8 axles.
Oh yeah.
Off an Explorer, and
So keep our eyes out for one.
yeah. So I think we'll pick that up. But for now, this will get us rolling, and we'll have a good time with it in the summer. So
Oh yeah.
that's where we're at. So this video isn't going to be that long because I didn't anticipate any of that, and we made the gaskets up and everything, and ready to put it back in. So it's going to take probably a week or two, maybe, because you got Christmas here and a lot of stuff going on. So
Everything slows down on the holidays.
yeah. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to say enough for this. All right. How about you, Mike?
That's it. Enough of this.
All right. See you guys later.